name is Andrea Kennedy, and today I will be talking to you guys about something that is very near and dear to my heart. And it is making sure that you do not have any wrinkles in your clothes, especially at times such as when you have an interview or when you have to stand in front of your class and do a formal speech or in front of a group, or if you have to just do any type of formal activity. You need to make sure there are no wrinkles in your clothes, because this could be the thing that does not get you the grade that you want on your project or the job that you have so desired for such a long time. So just to give you guys just a little history on the history of an iron. During the Empire era, the Romans adopted the use of a hand mangle. It was a flat piece of metal, it was padded, and it was used to hit the clothes, and it actually, once you hit the clothes, it got the wrinkles out. And they continued to beat the clothes, and actually the wrinkles would go away. By the 10th century AD, Vikings from Scandinavia had irons that were made of glass. They called these linen smoothers. And what they actually did was they held the glass iron up to a heat source, and it heated up, and then they rubbed the glass iron over the clothes, and it was able to actually get the wrinkles out. One of the irons that we're probably more familiar with this day is one that was developed in the 1300s, and it was developed in Europe. It was a flat piece of iron with a handle attached, and it was placed over a fire until it got hot, and then they used it. But the problem with this iron was they had to attach it to a base, so the base was what kept it hot. So once the base was no longer attached, the iron got cool really quickly, so it was hard to get the wrinkles out. So in the 1800s, patented by Henry Seeley, the iron that we know today was developed. It had an electrical source, and it was detachable. It had detachable wires, and the electricity of it stimulated the iron internal coils, and that's what heated up the iron. But it did not last long, because in 1903 in 1903, iron had electrical cords that was attached was developed. And in 1984, the first cordless iron that some of us have today was developed. So, when I was younger, my mother always told me about how to use it. She wanted to make sure all my clothes were pressed before we went to school, before I went to work or anything. So I made sure that my pants had creases in it and that my shirts were pressed correctly. So what she always told me to do is start out with your pair of pants, and you have to make sure these pants, this is the straight way of your pants, but we have to bring it to this way. So what ends up happening is when you lift up the pants, you see the seam that was actually on the side of your pants. That's how you iron your pants, to make sure that you have the crease on both sides. So you always start with a good iron. Make sure your water is in your iron. And if you're really good with it, like my mother used to do, we used to have the spray starch that we used as well, that really made sure the crease did not leave your pants. So what you want to do is start with first the bottom leg of your pants. Make sure there are no wrinkles in your pants. You take that iron and you go over the first side, making sure that steam is coming out good, because that's when you know that you're going to get that nice pretty crease in there. Then you do the opposite side as well. Okay, after that pant leg is done, then you want to take that top leg, lay it across that bottom leg really nicely, line it up so it's nice and pretty. Then you take that iron and you go right across that top leg. And like I said, if you had starch, you would have the perfect crease in your pants. But these days, I don't think they really make starch too much. So we just use an iron with some good water in it and make sure that steam is coming out. Now after I've gotten this side all nice and pretty, I like to flip my pants over to the opposite side and give this side just a good old iron And you can keep doing this. Sometimes I do it about 3 times on each side just to make sure that those creases are nice and pretty and that they stay. Because you want your creases to stay in your pants for a long time. When you know your creases are good, you can put your pants up in your closet and they'll stand up on their own. That's how you know your creases are good. Then, open that pants leg up and you have a crease. Thank you.